Hi, back to another amazing Breathing with Bierman. So much is happening. My fame is spreading, which is more important. Someone from Canada wants to interview me now. There's an article on us in mycentralnewjersey.com about this show. We're also streaming live for the first time. Finally, we caught up with some 20th century technology, maybe not 21st century technology. But if you go to www.princetontv.org, you can watch us streaming live. Also, this might be the last live show for a while, because we've been asked to move, because now the Princeton Regional School Board has deemed this building unsafe. I think their thinking is unsafe.
Adam, could you move?
We're going to occupy the Regional School Board building until they change their mind.
Occupy Regional School Building.
Whatever you said. I used to know mafia people in this town. Things could happen, could change. Because I don't want to leave. Being live is what's happening. Do you agree?
I wish you would leave.
You wish you were me. Anyway, we have with us three amazing guests. One is Peter Lindenfeld. We'll get to him in a second.
Lindenfeld.
Look, if I want to speak well-spoken English, I'd go talk to my old English teacher. It's a bourgeois affectation. Second, Dini Sharma is coming on, best-selling book about President Obama, his time in Hawaii, in Indonesia. He is truly our first multicultural president in a very multicultural time. And then we're going to have Carrie Adams from PrincetonElite.com. She might not even be sober. Anything can happen. And she's been cruising the bars, looking for customers. I don't know how that sounds. And she'll be coming on later. But first we have Peter. Look at him. He's like going like this to me. Like I could.
He's seen enough.
First we have Peter Lindenfeld. Why do I have him on? One, he asked me. Two, this book on physics. Can we get a close-up? And if you can't get a good close-up, you're not worth being a cameraman on the show. This book is a paradigm shift in textbooks. Why? It's easy to read. The stories are interesting. Things are in context. If I had this book, when I might not be here now. I might actually have a real job making real money in sciences, but I didn't have the book. Peter Lindenfeld?
I have nothing more to say since you just said the main thing about the book.
Okay, well, I have a question. Why? Why the book now?
Well, you know, everybody thinks science is interesting and important. Science education is interesting, but it doesn't always work very well. Students stay away from it and find it off-putting. They look at a book and see a bunch of equations and numbers, and they don't read the book. And we thought we'd change that.
Can I say intimidated? Intimidated.
Certainly intimidating.
This is also a field where the language is in mathematics, and the theories are different from what we would conventionally understand about our reality. So you're trying to take this abstract thought and put it into notions that a layman can understand.
Well, we wanted to make that accessible. We wanted to make it so that when you open the book, you don't see just a bunch of symbols and mathematics. There's actual language there. And we wanted to make it so that students want to read the book. There is some mathematics there, but it's part of the language. It's part of the way the book is written. And as Adam is holding up another book just to show you the difference. We really started from scratch to see what was important. And this huge book, which costs twice as much and is more than 3 times as big.
You might commit suicide with it after you try to read it. I mean,
wishful thinking.
I had a hard time bringing it over because obviously I got really tired carrying it. And we looked at every topic from scratch to see what was really needed and tried to write it in a way that was more accessible than the normal physics book. There are lots of books like that, but there is not another one like this.
But don't you think a lot of these books are written, as we had your good friend said, for the shelf? There's almost an arrogance involved, because I think that it has to be dense, it has to be long-winded, it has to be big. Is that kind of, is that?
Well, students don't read the books in general, and we wanted to change that. The normal thing is for professors to look at the end of the chapter and assign problems from it. Well, I have that too. But by the way, I have a co-author. Suzanne isn't here tonight. She had to be somewhere else. Otherwise, this show might have been a little more lively since she's...
Never talk down to yourself.
Close to half my age. But
so this isn't physics for dummies. This is a textbook.
Oh, absolutely. This is the real thing, and it doesn't talk down to anybody, but it does make it so that it brings you into the subject. It talks about down-to-earth situations, about lifelike problems. It does not deal with things that are far away and inaccessible and ununderstandable.